Previously on 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim.
As the story progresses, these files provide answers to mysteries related to the individuals and incidents that occur. You can unlock these answers by completing the protagonist's events, receiving them as battle rewards, and by using mystery points. I mean, yes, I know that. Protagonist story progress at 80% or over. 8. Currently 0. Wow, I love how that's locked. And I thought the 30% lock was bad. Hi, you need to have 9 people over 30%. Meanwhile, this guy, you need to have 8 people over 80%. It's like, why? What is so secret about the Yakisoba Angel? What the fuck did you do? That's some endgame shit right there. Cucked, goddammit. I got cucked hard. Alright. Let's take a break and jump into the next one. That's a good way to pace it. I want to play Advance Wars, but I realized I hadn't even finished drinking my first copy of the day. So I just sculled the remainder of it. And that should hopefully wake me up soon. That should be good. I wasn't even fully awake, I don't think. I don't even know. Sometimes I need coffee to just even remain conscious. And then sometimes I'm just like sort of awake, but the coffee just sort of, you know the difference between having your eyes fully open and just being like this? I don't know. I don't even know. Maybe I'm just a caffeine addict. Who knows? Alright. See, I'm tempted to jump into Yuki's story. Then at the same time, I feel that I'm missing a lot of pieces to the puzzle by not having Iori. Which is one of the first characters we unlock. So she's going to have some significant fundamental information that I need. Iori Fuyusaka is sleep deprived from the nightmares she's been having. She discovers that her classmate Juro Kurabe and Shu Amiguchi have been having the same dreams too. Fuck it! Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep saying I haven't played her part, so I might as well. Get it out of the way. $1985.
Did you see that, Usami-chan? It was that kitty again!
I don't see it.
Wait, you can see the cat?
Must have taken off already.
How can you see the cat? How can you see the cat?
Around here. Maybe someone was feeding them.
Can you see the cat?
That kitty. Think it's the same one I saw at school?
I don't know. A lot of cats look like that.
Can you actually see the cat?
You saw it too, right, Iori-chan? Didn't it look the same?
Can you actually see the cat?
It's over there!
I don't see it. Must have taken off already.
Whenever I think about him, my heart starts racing. It's like love at first sight. If I said that, would he laugh at me? Every day, I have strange dreams. They keep me up at night. So sleepy. Iori-chan's my good friend. She's gentle, kind, loves talking about romance, even though she's shy with boys.
Maybe someone was feeding them.
Usami-chan sits at the desk in front of mine. She has red glasses, braids, and seems a bit weird, honestly.
And she pilots a robot.
That kitty. Think it's after this.
Hey, I mean, it's unnatural to make high school kids wake up so early. They even said that most high school kids don't even wake up before 10. They literally told you in the mystery files you just read that there are 2 distinct cats that only Megumi could see Fluffy. That's what I'm asking. If she's able to see Fluffy. Because at that point, it says that Megumi's the only one that can see Fluffy. It doesn't necessarily mean that she's the only one that can see Fluffy, because they add on to these things as the story goes on. That's the thing I'm trying to poke at. Is she able to see Fluffy? That's what I was referring to. But yes, high school kids. Brains don't even wake up for some people until like 10 a.m. So forcing them to sit in class from 9 a.m. to basically 10 or 11 is just useless. They won't retain any of the knowledge. That was basically me. I was asleep throughout half of high school, and then my brain would wake up around midday. And then, you know, then I would absorb all the knowledge. It's kind of a waste. Schooling just sets some kids up for failure.
You wanted to go to the record store, right? Yes! You must really want that new idol group's album. Well, you know the lead vocalist?
Let me guess. He's cute.
He looks a bit like Amiguchi-kun.
So what? Jeez. Man, all the guys at school suck.
There's not even one you might like? Are you sending your love letter, Miwa-chan? I don't know. My fortune said bad luck this week, so... I see. Confessions take a lot of courage, huh? Iori-chan. Sorry. Don't mind me. Let's see. Now, where were we? Being in love is wonderful, Sami-chan. Even just watching from afar. It's like your heart's wrapped in a warm blanket.
Maybe, but come on. Have you seen how the guys react when Morimura walks in? Let's just say they're not looking at her eyes.
She does have a nice figure, and I can sort of understand.
It's hilarious.
As for guys I like, I think Amiguchi-kun's handsome.
It's hilarious because the girls are
That guy's
programmed.
shallower than a cookie pan. You've got a strange taste in men, Miwako.
That's mean.
The girls are based.
Goto-senpai's pretty cute too. He has a lot of secret admirers, even some of the third years.
You done?
Yeah, I'll pass. Man, all the guys at school suck.
It's funny because the
There's
girls
not
are.
even one you might
It's
like?
because the girls are programmed to find a guy that can look after
Being
them,
in love is
and that's
wonderful,
genetically
Sami-chan.
compatible with
Even
them,
just watching from
so they can
afar.
produce the best offspring
your
as well
heart's
as
wrapped
improve
in a
its chances of
warm
surviving.
blanket.
Whereas guys are programmed in the polar opposite of
Maybe, but
looking
come
at
on.
girls
Have
that
you
are
seen how the
fertile
guys
enough to
react
bear
when
children,
Morimura walks in?
which is why
Let's
guys are
just say
looking
they're
at
not looking
multiple
at her
girls.
She does
But
have
girls
a
are
nice
only
figure.
looking at one guy
can
because
sort
they
of
can be only
understand.
impregnated by one person. So evolutionary wise,
As for guys I like,
it checks out.
I think
At the same time, the
Amiguchi-kun's
girls need to
handsome.
be a lot more mature and socially in tune
That
because
guy's shallower
one,
than a
children
cookie pan.
cannot speak when they're
He's got a
born,
strange taste
and
in
two,
men,
they
Miwako.
need to navigate
That's
through, you know,
mean.
society, which doesn't always use
Goto-senpai's
like,
pretty cute too.
words
He
for
has a lot of
communication
secret
because
admirers,
that's something
even
we've
some of
recently
the third
developed.
years.
It's just funny watching this play out because the
Yeah, I'll
hormones are
pass.
kicking in. They have no idea how to process it, and they're just
Man,
being
all the guys
given
at
this
school suck.
this cocktail
There's
of
not even one
emotions
you
and
might like?
evolutionary drivers that they've never felt before.
love is
They have
wonderful,
absolutely no
Sami-chan.
tolerance to
Even
them,
just
and they're
watching
just
from afar.
going nuts.
It's like
Which
your
is why
heart's wrapped
girls
in a
get all
warm
lovey-dovey
blanket.
and read Twilight novels, and guys spend fucking
Maybe,
12
but come
hours a day
on.
jacking off
Have
and
you
eating
seen how the
fried
guys
chicken.
react when
It's just
Morimura walks in?
hilarious.
Let's just say they're not looking at her eyes.
She does have a nice figure.
And the girls are like, oh my god, love is first sight, love is forever. Meanwhile, there
As
is
for
no
guys
such
I
thing.
like, I think Amiguchi-kun's handsome.
Ah,
That guy's shallower than a cookie pan. You've got a strange taste in men, Miwako.
That, you should get a 4-leaf clover, Iori-chan.
Huh?
It's a love charm. I saw it in a magazine. If you include it in a love letter to your crush, your wish will come true.
Uh-huh. Put a photo of your crush inside your pillow?
just don't summon
Let's
demons.
see.
Wait, I thought I could talk to the other girl if I angle this right.
Goto-senpai. Man, being in love, just what? It's like you're wrapped in a war.
Almost there.
Seen how
There we go.
romance aside, I'm still hungry.
Ha!
Let's get more treats.
See, this girl gets me. Fuck romance, get food. We could be friends. Let's do it.
Good idea. Where should we go?
Let's get sweets.
It's a hot day today.
Why don't we get soft serve? Nah, I'd rather have crepes.
Wow.
Let's let Iori-chan decide.
Oh, the timeline fuckery begins.
The soft serve, which one do you want? Crepes? Soft serve? I wonder what it tastes like.
¿Por qué no los dos?
Oh, I can
We've
smell
had
the
crepes
crepes
a
now.
lot lately. So, I agree with Miwa-chan.
Yeah, okay. Alright, let's go!
Whoa, that's a big one. Jesus. Hey guys, if you're interested in a girl, take her out for ice cream on the first day. You're welcome.
We all got the new flavor.
Rich vanilla, right? It was either this or chocolate mint. Alright, I'm gonna try it.
Let's see.
My god, she gulped that like instantly. She's like a cat.
It's so good.
Super sweet. You know what my lucky item is this week? Soft serve ice cream!
Guess things are looking up for you then.
They really are. I'd love to go back to that one place. Their stuff was pretty good. At this point, we've hit up most restaurants in town. I love getting snacks after school. Somehow, it's even better than eating them at home. That's the magic of high school life. But seriously, I'm starving. They did make us run a lot in PE today. I'd love to go back to that one. Do you think we'll put on weight?
We did just eat a lot of sugar.
No, do some intense physical exercise and burn it.
Iori, are you on a diet? Is that crush getting to your head? Don't tell me. You two are taking things to the next level?
It's not like that.
Man, all the guys at school suck. There's not even one you might like?
Why do I feel like we've been here?
Miwa-chan, you should do it. Send your love letter.
Huh? But it said my luck for this week is bad. Let's see. Now where were we? Maybe, but come on. Have you seen how the guys react when Morimura walks in?
Okay, there's something up here. So what do I do here? Lucky item.
Not looking at her eyes.
Well, we don't have that. Oh, right.
Don't forget, you got your lucky item today.
Yeah, just tell him. Oh, stop! It's so embarrassing! Watching from afar is good enough. But I do envy you, Iori-chan. You talk to Amiguchi-kun like it's no big deal. You two were chatting on lunch break, right? In the passageway? What about?
Well, dreams?
Let's see.
I find it really interesting how different people develop different mindsets and skills during growing up. Some people are just straightforward, you know, extroverted and just go for it. And then you have the people that are a little more hesitant and then they start thinking about things and developing strategies. Whereas some people are a lot more extroverted and don't. And then those different decisions make them more and more inclined to do those actions over and over again through habits. And they develop very, very distinct personalities and different ways of going through life, and how these different approaches react to the world. And while being extroverted originally would have got you a lot further in life because, you know, communication was personal, we now live in a digital age where communication is impersonal through technology and online, where introverts are typically a lot more savvy. It's really interesting.
Now where were we?
Really interesting.
Amiguchi Amiguchi-kun and Kurabe-kun's dreams.
Amiguchi-kun's handsome.
They sounded a lot like mine. I wanted to talk to them about it. Maybe we're all connected.
Time for a recall. Flashback time.
Kurabe-kun!
Oh, Fuyusaka-san.
Wait, now I just realized who he reminds me of. He reminds me of that guy from Guilty Crown.
What brings you here?
You weren't at your desk, so... I thought I'd check outside. Are you waiting for Amiguchi-kun?
Well, trying to.
More dream talk?
I'm sure that's what he'd want to do.
You gotta laugh, but I confused Kurabe with Amiguchi a second ago in my head. I don't pay any attention to the guys.
But I just want to play games. I thought I'd ask to hang out at his place.
I know, right? It's pretty bad. It's even worse at school. I look after dozens of people and I don't even remember who they are. And they're like, oh, I'm leaving the organization and like saying goodbye to everyone, you were great. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. I go through the motions of having a conversation. At the back of my mind is like, I have no idea who you even are. Sometimes I think I'm a fucking monster. Like, I remember things about them, so if they're having a bad day or something's going on, I know what to say to make them feel better so they perform, which is kind of my job. But like, as a human being, I know nothing. I don't even remember their fucking name. I know I need to say this to this person to make him perform, but I don't even know this person's name. It's so fucked. It's so fucked. Like, I put all my talent points in one tree, and the other tree is just 0. Like, names, 0. Psych profile, 100. So they're kind of like animals. Not even. I actually remember animals. I remember the names of animals. Like, I meet someone's pet once. I hear their name once, and I never forget the pet's name. I don't forget the pet's name, the pet's breed, the pet's age, what the pet did, the type of snack the pet's like, the way they like to be scratched, like all these things. I remember it about animals, but humans, nope. Because I think in my mind, I regard animals to a much higher degree than I do people. Like, for example, my friend's dog is named Bobby. I've met him once. And I remember the first time Cheeky met Bobby, I had the little recording on Instagram, and he peed on the floor. And then I found out that they only recently got him and he never met people, so he was kind of nervous and shy and all these things. And so I know all these things about Bobby. Guess what? I don't remember my friend's girlfriend's name. She's been dating him for like 2 years now. I've probably met her 8 times. I don't remember her name. But I've met their dog once. And I know pretty much everything I know about the dog. But I don't remember her name. I remember that she's from England. I remember that she had an apartment there. I remember that she sold an apartment there. I know that she moved to Australia. I know that her family's from Hong Kong. I know that she's applying for PR in Australia. I know she's got a tattoo of like this triangle thing. I know all these other things. Do I remember her name? No. Do I remember her age? No. Do I remember her tastes? No. Nothing. The dog, I remember everything. So my mind is like, these are the pieces of information that are interesting about this person, and I could discuss with them, and they feel closeness with me because I know these details about them. So in their mind, oh, they told me these details, therefore they trust me. But things like name and all these surface level things, I don't even bother remembering because I know no one will ever ask. Like, when is someone that you've known for 2 years gonna come up to you and say, what's my name? I could get away with interacting with people without once saying their name because I don't need to. So my mind is like, well, you don't need to remember that information. It's so weird. I don't know how the fuck my brain does that. It just does. It's just weird. My brain is fucking weird.
You know, I've been thinking.
Like, Iori, Megumi, Yuki, right? I remember the girls. The guys. There's guys? See what I mean? It's weird.
I know we just met here at school, but...
And I know that it's probably just because I don't make an effort to remember them because I don't think they're important. And you're probably right. But I'm not going to make the effort because I don't really care about them. It's pretty fucked. And my brain knows that. My brain is just like, uh-huh. Like, it's weird. You're so biased, I'm not even surprised. Man, I don't even remember Haru's sister's name. I don't fucking remember her name. I don't even care. Like, because when I'm talking to Haru, I just say, your sister. So I don't even have to remember her name. Have you ever accidentally called by a different name? Use pet names and use the same pet name. So if you accidentally say hi to the wrong girl or say something in your dream, you'll never get found out. See, I find ways around it. Like, that is my fucking brain. That is my brain. I don't know whether it's genius or just stupid. I don't know. This thing inside my brain is just... It's a thing. Like, it's the thing that does the math equations when I wake up in the morning. Like, it does these more and more complex math equations without me even thinking. It's just weird. Like, I sometimes just stop thinking and my brain just takes over and problem solved. I don't even know how it happened. Honestly. Nods. I know how it is. Sometimes I catch myself asking the missus, hey, who's she again? Only to find out she's her sister. And I'm blushing at this point. You know what's really bad? And I had this experience and it bites me in the ass. I was in the yard with a neighbor and I felt bad because I didn't introduce myself to the person. And I'm like, oh, by the way, my name's George. Nice to meet you. And then the guy's like, we met before. And I'm like, fuck, I shouldn't have done that. And he's like, oh, sorry, must have slipped my mind. And so I realized really quickly that it's safer to assume and just like play like you know the person than try to go out of your way to do something like that because it just bites you in the ass. So had I said nothing, the assumption would have been that I remember them. The fact that I tried to introduce myself shows that I didn't register the first time we met. And I'm just like, fuck. It's like, fuck. That's one of the cool things about having Facebook and LinkedIn. Everyone's now got an online profile that you can just use to re-jog your memory. That's the cool thing about, say, getting a message on an app where you have the person's name and a profile picture. You can associate what you know with that. It can jog your memory. Whereas in real life, you're kind of stuck on having to remember it yourself. But I also know at the same time, the human mind can only maintain around 80 relationships in its head. So I try not to waste that space on people that are inconsequential to me. So I don't even bother remembering people's names because I know I'm capped at around 80. Some people are capped at about maybe 120, 140. I do know that people that are good at sales actually keep diaries on people, but that requires effort. A scam artist referred to all girls he was scamming as the same pet name so he wouldn't get them confused. Yeah, basically. Like, that's the way to go. Because there's nothing worse than accidentally muttering a person's name while you sleep and then getting stabbed in the process. So you just give them all the same pet name. That way, if you mutter someone else's name in your dream, they're going to think you're dreaming about them, which is cute. I never really have the responsibility to remember people. Friend groups kind of just gather and meet up. And they know I'm the quiet one with the dog who has to be watched out for so they don't lose me in the crowd. While being the oldest in the group usually. It's the quiet ones you gotta watch out for. You never know what they're thinking. Yeah, remember a single pet name. And what happens when they realize you use it for all of them? But they shouldn't realize. That's the whole point. You know what they say? Find someone that you find attractive. Find someone that you like spending time with. Find someone that cooks. Find someone, you know, something. And then the trick is to make sure they never meet. Like, you know what I mean? They're not supposed to.
Doesn't feel like it's for the first time. Have we met somewhere before? A long time ago?
The fact that teenagers are having this conversation without any hormones is impossible.
I don't think so.
Oh.
I don't know.
Fuyusaka's here too.
I don't know. Maybe it was a disadvantage for me to not be so good at English and be able to communicate people and be properly socialized while growing up, because one, I couldn't communicate with people at the time, but it resulted in me being able to understand people in other ways because I had to work around that. I don't know. As long as you don't get called out for it. If you do, it's the Persona Harem Valentine all over again. But Christian, you're making the assumption that you actually care about any of them. If you don't care about any of them, you have absolutely nothing to lose, and you can contain the damage. If one finds out about another, the damage is contained. You've at most lost 2 of them. You can always get another. And who says you're not planting seeds elsewhere? It's a numbers game, buddy. See, some people look at people as individuals holding high value, whereas some people just see numbers. And it's just a game. Life is so much easier when it's just the game. You know what I mean? It's the difference between putting all your eggs in one basket and putting an egg in 12 different baskets. If 2 of the eggs break, you've still got 10. As opposed to if you break one basket, you've lost all your eggs. That's what happens to some people. Now, is that healthy? Because you're never investing that much into the relationship to begin with, so you're never going to develop, you know, deep roots. Possible, but who am I to say, right? Are you still planting seeds while dating Hudson? Man, I've got so many seeds planted that the fucking seeds plant seeds. It's pretty messed up. Like, I would meet up with a friend, right? And we'll just be hanging out. And then they would just bring like a friend or two, or a friend's girlfriend will bring someone, and their friend is like, oh my god, and they start talking, because Hudson's never interested in spending time with my friends. She gets annoyed by them. And so I'm always hanging out with my friend group, and they're always bringing their partners. And I'm always there in the group, and Hudson doesn't want to come. And so I'm there, and then my friends' friends always assume that I'm single, and so they start hitting on me. I don't even have to do anything. I'm just present. And then as a result, you know, supply and demand, I seem available because I'm there by myself. And then they just hit on me. And the real fucked part is, some of my friends' girlfriends don't actually tell their friends that I'm seeing someone. And so their friends end up getting interested passively. It's like fucked. It's fucked. What would you do if Hachan proposed to you? Hachan knows that I don't want to get married. I just pretty much had to accept that. It took a while, but she's had to accept it. And that's my problem when you're working with customer service. You never see faces the same. For instance, you can't call a customer stupid. You mark it as user error. No, I don't remember you or what you wanted to eat here. You're just another customer to me. But I came here every Tuesday around the time. And the other thing too. Well, when it comes to customer service, I'll give you this example because I'm in a position at work that's sort of responsible for a couple of teams. But then at the same time, I always get given new people that are starting in the organization, and that comes with its own challenges. For example, getting someone in the company means I end up being their manager, which means I have to apply for, you know, their VPN access and get them company laptops and shit like that. And since they don't actually know how to navigate the framework. So I end up having to call, you know, IT assist or IT services or the security department and all this. And so you can imagine someone like me having to call the security department, say, a dozen times. By the end of it, I know their system back to front. Like, I sometimes call the IT department and I'm guiding the new person through how to help me, even though I've never physically seen the interface they're interacting with. I've just communicated so many times with people that I sort of know the layout of the system and I can guide them through it. By the same token, I know how people work. So what I do whenever I'm talking to someone on the telephone, I actually take notes. I always take notes now. I catch their name. So I start using their name in the conversation. And by using their name more and more, I'm building empathy with them. As a result, they're more inclined to want to help me. But then at the same time, by using their name, they feel more and more accountable. Because if they fuck up, I know they were the ones that did it. Then I also have call reference numbers. I always keep times. I do all these things. At the end of the day, that name, I don't actually remember the name, but their name is a mechanism for me to get this leverage over them. It's like the cheat code, right? The more I use that name in that conversation, like instead of saying, hi, I need this, 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 and this. Say, for example, their name is John. Hi, John, could you help me with this? They say yes. Cool. John, can we do this? They say yes. They say yes. They say yes. If I ask them to do something that they're supposed to say no to, they're more inclined to say yes now because they've said yes all these times and I'm using their name, building this relationship with them, which might actually overpower their logic. It's the same thing people do in sales. I just do it as part of my job. That's how my brain works. Meanwhile, I don't know shit about this person and I will forget about them in 30 seconds later, which is why I had to keep the notes in the first place. Because my brain will not retain that information. To me, it's just a game. It's like playing a game of chess. I'm not going to remember the game that I played 10 games ago. Each game is unique. Each interaction with a different person, to me, is unique. They don't bundle together. It's just a thing. And that's my problem with working with customer service. I read that one. I know, and I'm guiding them. Click this, click that, flick this, bump that button. This guy needs access to this. I need access to that. Damn ads. The problem most of the time is I know how to do what I want or need to do, but I don't usually have access to what the customer wants or needs me to do. Yeah. Everyone's limited by what they can do. And I understand that from a corporate and a systematic approach, which is why I always ask, can you do this? And if they're like, oh, I can't do this, and I'm like, okay, could you put me in touch with someone that can? Whether that be another department or your reporting manager or something like that. And usually I find by just going one level up in the chain of command, most of my issues are resolved. So if this person can't help me do this, can you please escalate this to the person that can? Oh, that person's my manager. Cool. Can you please escalate it to your manager? They can't not escalate it, because if I call back complaining that I requested this person escalate something and they don't escalate it, the manager's going to be pissed at them because they're making problems for them. So I end up getting on the line with their manager. And then I understand how managers work because managers don't want to work. So I'm like, okay, here's the issue and here's the quickest way we can get rid of this, and then no one needs to bother with this. If he doesn't, then I create such a big shitstorm that his manager basically tells him to help me. Corporates are just structures. You know? Or if that doesn't work, I don't know, send a letter to the fucking CEO and name the manager by name. And then the EA's gonna read it, and then she's just gonna shit on him from so high that it's not even funny. You're going to teach Karen how to get hold of the manager. Well, that's how Karens originally started doing it. But what they don't actually realize is that managers don't care. Managers just usually give in because they don't want to deal with this shit, which is why Karens usually get their way. But companies now more and more are starting to realize that they don't have to give a shit or give their way. They can just say, here's the email to the complaints department. And you know what happens in the complaints department? No one reads it. I found another good trick when dealing with people is to basically say, oh, is there any customer survey? I'm more than happy to give you 5 stars. And then they're automatically like, oh my god, that's one of my hardest KPIs and I need to get beyond a certain score to get a bonus. Yes, please, yes, please, yes, please, yes, please. And they're more inclined to help you. Hypothetically, if Hachan got pregnant with your baby, would you marry her? Nope. You can have a child without marriage. I just don't see the significance of marriage in this society. It's just been watered down so much. Like, it's turned into a Facebook status in my eyes. Like, I've had people from my high school married and divorced already. And it's just like, you just jumped into it without even thinking about it. You've just devalued it. I think the fact that I've been with her multiple years is worth a lot more than some people's marriages. Like, some people are like, we're married, and I'm like, that's cute. When's the affair coming? When's the divorce coming? You know what I mean? It's like, oh, you're married. That doesn't mean a lot in today's day and age. Because affairs are fashionable. Or whatever the fuck. Men married because they are tired. Women because they are curious. Both are disappointed. I mean, in Western society, marriage pretty much... Like, marriage used to be a... Okay, they're together, they're off limits. And society used to respect those boundaries. Like, if you were cheating or, you know, going out with a married person, you were branded as being a bad person because you're a homewrecker and you're getting involved with someone who's married. Also, if you were someone that was married and you were basically cheating on your partner, you're a horrible person because you were destroying your family, you know, for your own selfish reasons. So back in the day, there used to be societal pressure to keep the marriage together and also keep the people in the marriage accountable. Nowadays, it's been flipped on its head. Not only is it socially acceptable for a marriage to fall apart, but it's actually seen as exciting to cheat on your partner, which is not a good thing. And then as a result, marriages have started falling apart. People are getting married a lot quicker before actually thinking about whether or not they actually want to spend the rest of their lives with this person. They get married on a whim because they know they can get divorced on a whim just as easily. It's just, they can. So they don't put as much weight on the decision, which means the value of it has gone down dramatically in the eyes of society, and it's just seen as a status thing rather than something actually meaningful and, you know, permanent. And another thing, it started being used as a mechanism to, well, let's face it, you get married and then you get divorced and you get half of someone's shit. It starts now being used as a mechanism to get a financial advantage in society. So it started getting abused. People start getting brought up to find someone rich to marry to get rich and then divorce and get alimony. And so guys are being brought up by their seniors and their mentors and whatnot to be wary of people and be careful with marriages. And then you get cases like me that just basically says, cool, I refuse to get married. Done. It's like, you know what I mean? So that's what society's created. And then society, as a result, has had to change the rules around saying, well, you don't have to be married to be considered together, so you could still get half of someone's shit despite not being married. And then I'm like, okay, cool. Let me take a look at the criteria that you use. It's like, okay, well, this person's living a lifestyle that they've gotten accustomed to, so it is your responsibility to maintain their lifestyle. What does that tell me? That tells me if that you are providing for someone more than they themselves can get, then you have to continue providing for them. Great. You know what I do? What? We keep our finances separate. What does that mean? Well, that means when we go to the supermarket, we pay for it equally. And it's like, oh, okay. But that's unfair because you might eat more than her. And I'm like, yeah. Which is why when we go out to grab snacks and takeaway, I pay for it. That can be seen as a gift, not maintaining a lifestyle. So say, for example, hypothetically, Hutchin and I would have lived together for 20 years, separate, and she takes me to court. She can't get any of my shit because her lifestyle, she's basically funded herself. So the argument that I need to maintain her lifestyle is irrelevant because she's been maintaining her own lifestyle. What has she been getting from me? Company. Like, you see what I mean? young men are figuring this out. So the system, people were gaming the system, and then guys have now started gaming the system. And then there are some girls out there that want to date guys, you know, to get with them. And guys know the game, so they play them. They realize that they have to live together, so they refuse to let them sleep over. Or they go to their place and then they walk away. So when they get taken to court, they basically say, well, this wasn't a relationship. They're like, but it was a relationship. It's like, well, did you guys go out together to eat? And it's like, no. It's like, well, did you guys stay over at each other's places? It's like, no. It's like, then how can you say it was a relationship? It's like, but we had sex. And the guy's like, yeah, well, it was a booty call and then I left. That's not a relationship. That literally happened now in court. There's this woman that started posting online about this guy that she was dating, and she was saying that he lied to her, that he was a scammer, you know, he did all these things, and he's basically taking her to court for defamation. And then she's like, we were in a relationship, we were in love, we were this, we were that. And his entire argument for the defamation lawsuit was that we were not, you were a sugar baby. And she's like, I'm fighting that, I'm not a sugar baby, I'm not this. And then the court's basically like, okay, describe the relationship. And the guy's lawyer is basically like, well, my client didn't go on dates with her. My client didn't stay over with her. She did not stay over at his place overnight. He did not give her any food. He didn't cook for her. He didn't take her out. The relationship was purely physical. And then she's like, but we were texting. And he's like, yeah, that's the tango before sex. That doesn't mean there's a relationship. This was just a hookup. And the judge is basically like, well, based on this criteria, you guys were never in a relationship. She's like, but I thought we were in love. And then they're like, well, those are your thoughts. That's not the reality. So you've literally got society now that's turned into this clusterfuck where everyone is suspicious of the other person. And as a result, you've got a breakdown of, well, the family unit. Because anyone that has the capability to get large amounts of resources obviously has the rationale and the know-how to figure out how society works, and as a result is defensive and mistrusting. Whereas the people that don't, they're too busy actually working to make ends meet. They don't have time to think about these things. So that's the clusterfuck that is society, which is why people in higher income brackets are less likely to have kids, because you see what I mean. Or if they do have kids, they do it at a much later age, which disadvantages women, because women typically want to get kids younger because it's safer to do so, whereas guys can have kids into their 70s. It doesn't make a difference. So it's created this clusterfuck. It really has. And it's only going to get worse. It doesn't help the fact that females can find older guys attractive. Females can find successful guys attractive, whereas guys will never find an older woman attractive. They will always date someone younger. Whereas females aren't looking at age as much. So by guys always dating younger people, anyone that's beyond a certain level is going to struggle. Which is only going to get worse. I hope that answers the question. Take me and my missive. We've been together 3 years before we got married. At the end of the day, it wasn't a question of if we're going to get married. It was a question of when. I mean, that's fair enough. If both of you want to get married, I mean, go for it. You have my blessing. Like, I'm all for people that want to get married, getting married and living happily ever after. That's the perfect scenario. Marriage must incessantly contend with a monster that devours everything. If there's no legal document binding people, there shouldn't even be a whole court thing. Ah! That's true, but you got to look at it from this point of view, Frick. If someone's living with someone and they break up and they can't maintain their lifestyle, what happens? The state or the government has to pay for it. The government doesn't like to pay for things. It's a lot cheaper for the government to force the other person to pay for it. That's basically what the family court system is. But you also got to take into consideration that the majority of the people in the family court system are female judges. And then you also have to take into consideration that the majority of divorce proceedings are initiated by females. So you've got the family court system that has female judges, divorces initiated by females, and then you've got a thing called own group preference, where a female is more likely to support a female. That's what you get in the court system. As a result, the guys are like, well, then I'm just not going to get involved with that. I'm just going to keep it casual. Which they do. Until they get really, really old, and then they just try to find someone younger and have a kid with them. It's like a dystopian thing. It's completely fucked the supply and demand. It's completely fucked the supply and demand. What it's created is that guys, they can be as old as they want theoretically, as long as they're successful and have financial backing, and they can date a much younger female. Whereas females can't do the opposite. You can be a successful female, but based on your looks alone, guys won't date you. It's created a dystopia. The supply and demand is out of whack. So you've got this pocket of people in the middle that are effectively not in demand. And that's actually going to explode into society very soon. Which is why you have things like OnlyFans popping up. You've got this whole pocket of people that can't actually find someone they like. And, well, let's face it, young females are catering for that, cashing in. But what's going to happen to them beyond a certain point? They won't be able to cash in anymore because all these guys that are paying for it are just going to go to the new one. So you've effectively created the situation that used to exist for guys that were actually really well off. Instead of the guy that's really well off dating this girl, you've got multiple of these guys that are slightly well off with disposable income, all paying to look at this girl. But that girl is still going to go for someone that's got a lot more money, right? I mean, if you're doing that on the internet for cash, of course you would go for a guy that has a lot of cash. But you've got this pocket of guys that are just going to keep doing that till they die, and they're never really going to find someone. Or they're going to find someone, but they're going to continue paying for these online services. And as a result of all these guys being distracted by like a couple of these females online, which are young, that are only attracted to the older guys, all the girls in the middle basically miss out on a good guy because one, the good guys are either doing really well for themselves and dating someone a lot younger, or they're not doing really well for themselves and they're looking at someone younger by paying for OnlyFans. And you've got this pocket of people in the middle that are basically stuck. What are they going to do? So you've got a lot of females in career jobs that are really successful. They're hitting 30, 40 years old. They're like really well off. You know, they've got careers, they've got money, they've got their own home, they've got their own car, they've got all this shit. And they're like, okay, I want a family now. And then the guys at the top are like, why would I marry you? And then she's like, I've got a house, I've got a car, you know, I've got an investment fund. And the guy's like, great, I've got my own. I'm looking for someone young that I can have fun with. And she's like, but I've got all this shit. And the guy's like, well, I'm not after this shit. Go find someone that is. And that's the thing. The guys aren't looking for a successful woman. They're just looking for someone young that they find attractive. Which is why I call guys idiots. They're not going to look at the girl's character or who she is. They're just going to look at whether or not she's attractive. Like, guys are fucking idiots. They really are. But that's the truth. That, like, guys are really that fucking simple. I really feel sorry for females. Which is why high school girls just roll their eyes at guys looking at girls with big boobs. But if you think guys mature out of that, they really don't. Guys just basically get stuck in that mindset. So ultimately, breaking down the family unit in society and degrading the value of marriage has actually hurt women, not men. It's made it socially acceptable for men to have multiple partners. Whereas before, it wasn't socially acceptable for men to have multiple partners. Because guys that have means can get multiple partners and they can juggle them without a problem. It's the guys without that can't. So, yeah. Breaking down the family unit has only benefited the top, like, let's say 5 percentile of men and maybe the bottom 15% of women. The rest in the middle have been screwed by it. And this is only going to get worse because it's early days. Because that's only happened in the last like 40 years, 50 years. Think of how it's going to look like in the next 100 years. I mean, you already have couples that aren't able to naturally conceive paying someone to bear their child with their genetic information. So the person bears the child, even though the embryo is not their genetics, the sperm is not their genetics, the child is born and it goes to the parents that paid for it. You've literally created a dystopia in which people with means can get whatever they want and people without are stuck with what's left. Like, I completely understand the notion of what you're saying, that you want to find a partner that's committed for the rest of your life, and that's the right way to go about it. If you've got two people with the same mindset, perfection, you've clicked for life. The family unit is stable and it's built on a strong foundation. The problem is, not as many people think this way as they used to in the past. So the likelihood is much less. Also, as a result of people being aware that people don't think like this as much as before, some people are really suspicious, and that distrust results in them being unable to believe in other people, given that left, right, and center, we see how society behaves. That's my whole thing. Just because there's a right way doesn't mean everyone will take that path. No, that's true. Life is an interesting journey. Alright, I'm going to edit this out as a clip. It just is. Life's a weird journey. Life's a journey.
Amiguchi-kun.
Did you have another dream?
You guessed it. It was crazy, man. I was in this tank thing with legs. Walking around, beating up monsters.
That sounds like something. Hey, Catherine, if someone votes for it, we can play it.
Were you watching some sci-fi B-movie before bed?
So you've been having dreams like that all this time?
Oh yeah, especially lately. You too, right, Kurabe-kun?
Mine was about a UFO. I went back in time using the UFO's transmitter. I have dreams like that all the time. But in my case, I think I'm too easily influenced by movies and stuff.
Why did you come here anyway? Don't tell me you're interested in our dreams.
I could be your dream.
About that. The truth is, I've been having weird dreams too. It seems like they might be related, so I thought I should talk to you guys about it.
Oh yeah? What kind of dreams?
That dream you just told us about. You know, the tank with legs?
Metal Gear.
I saw something similar myself.
For real?
That's what you get for watching anime.
Hey, tell us more about that dream.
Well, there was a guy with his mysterious power to make people do what they wouldn't necessarily do if he had direct eye contact. And then there's this girl with green hair that can't die. And then there's this real guy wearing a plug suit with a really thin ass that can move at subhuman speeds. You know, dodging bullets and shit.
I think that was you in my dream, Amiguchi-kun.
Time for a flashback! Or is it technically from the future in the past? We don't even know anymore. Kaiju River. Well, that's a bad omen.
The riverbank looks so empty. There's no Century Tower. This must be before it was built.
When are we?
I went back 16 years. Looks like I'm the only one who made it. Were Juro and Okino-kun unable to escape?
Can we put Catherine on the vote? When we have below 3 games, we can vote for any new game. Same as always.
This must be around the time I was born. And I'm all alone.
That's what you get for fucking with time.
What am I supposed to do?
Here comes the Sentinel!
What is that?
Whoa. It's Sumire Bridge.
Wait a minute. I heard about this.
Did I make it back? Hold on! You're Chihiro Morimura, am I right?
There it is. It's funny how we got this in the other timeline, but we could have gotten this at any point.
Who are you?
I'm Tetsuya Ida.
Wait, I thought you were Amaguchi. God damn it! Stop using different names!
I was sent here by the future you to the year 2089.
The future me?
She asked me to find you on Sumire Bridge 16 years prior and tell you about our battles. We'll defeat them this time for sure.
Yeah, about that.
It's getting noisy. I don't want to get caught. Let's get out of here.
What about that thing? Are you just going to leave it here?
Don't have much choice. Gonna need it eventually. I'll worry about it later. For now, though, I think it's best you come with me.
That's littering. So, had we just played Iori's thing straight out the bat, we would have found out that she was Moemura. Instead, we played all the other people's stuff and then figured out she was Moemura after a colossal mindfuck of trying to figure out who the fuck Moemura is. Fuck my life! Well, at least she's not locked! The boy in Iori Fuyusaka's dream that appeared before her in his robot looked like Shu Amiguchi. The mind fuckery.
Did you see that, Usami-chan?
I like how in mission 1 I could have... Wait. I'm back here! Alright, this was a flashback about the dream.
It was that kitty again.
I don't see it. 2089. That's what year it was in my dream.
Why not 2069? Come on, man.
He said he'd gone back in time 16 years to find me.
But I thought you could only go back in time 40 years at a time.
If that was a real premonition, something's gonna happen in the year 2105. That's 120 years from now.
You're gonna be old as fuck.
Every day, I have strange dreams.
Must have taken off already. Being in love.
Come on, crepes.
I'd love to go back to that one place. Let's get sweets. It's a hot... I'd rather have crepes. Let's let Iori... Which one do you want? Soft serve? I wonder what it tastes like. Don't you want to try it, Iori-chan?
I agree with Usami-chan. Crepes sound good right now.
Then that's that.
All those crepes are going right where she wants them to go.
Let's go!
Damn! They really know how to eat dessert in Japan.
You didn't get your usual? Chocolate banana, right?
Double strawberry was half off. I have to try it.
Seriously, the crepes in Japan are pretty good. I think I've only had it like once. I've been to Japan like 12 times and I've had it once. I think. Might have had it 0 times. It's one of those crazy things. No, I've definitely had it once.
Yum.
Definitely had it once. Damn, she just bit all of it.
Let's see.
How is it?
So many strawberries.
Crispy edges. Lots of cream.
You know, what if I got the tuna in mayo?
What?
I could have fed it to the cat.
Tuna and mayo crepe? What the fuck?
Hey,
That's just weird. You might as well have sushi.
cats can't have crepes. I actually have cat treats with me. If you want to feed him, give him those.
Why do you just have cat treats with you?
So you're the one who's been feeding them? Jeez, Miwako.
What's wrong with feeding
I'll
cats?
keep that in mind next time I see one. Thanks, Miwa-chan.
I'd love to go back to that one place.
Let's get sweets.
Why don't we get...
Wait, are you fucking asking me if I want to go eat more food? What the?
wonder what it
Eat a crepe. Cat treats.
tastes like.
No, no,
You
no.
want to try it, Iori-chan?
No, no, no. Cat treats.
Freshly made. I need it. I agree.
You're gonna get fucking diabetes.
Not bad. Can't beat the banana and mayo, though. Huh? What's the problem? That's gross, man.
I think you're the only one who buys it.
No way. It's so good. The sweet bananas, the savory mayonnaise, blending together to create the ultimate harmony of...
You fucking weirdo.
I'd love to go back to that one place.
Their stuff was pretty good. At this point, we've hit up most restaurants in town.
Damn it.
Did you see that, Usami-chan? It was that kitty again.
I don't see it.
Eat a crepe. Cat treats.
Must have taken off already. So many stray cats around here. Maybe someone's feeding them. I don't know. A lot of cats look like that.
You feel like too, right, Iori-chan?
A lot of cats look like that. Maybe, but come on. Good idea. We're
To go back. Now, it's even better than eating. To go back. Getting snacks.
Fucking diabetes.
Got a new flavor in.
I agree. You didn't get your usual chocolate banana.
I'd love to go back to that one place.
Their stuff was...
Make us run a lot in peach. I'd love to go back to that one place.
Their stuff was pretty good. Now's the time. I'll use Miwa-chan's treats. At this point, we've hit up most restaurants.
I love getting snacks after school.
Aww.
Did you see that, Usami-chan? It was that kitty.
Damn it, that
many
cat
stray
doesn't like
cats
me.
around here. Maybe someone is feeding them.
Okay, so what if I go through the other thing, take the soft serve, and not go back to the memory? Because this is like eat a crepe. I don't even know how to fuck use the cat treats.
Yeah, I'll pass.
I don't...
Man, all the guys...
See, this doesn't fucking help me. Cat treats. Yes, you told me about the fucking cat treats. See, now I'm just getting annoyed. No.
I don't know. Can we finish this conversation first? Seriously? Well, where were we? Oh, right. I remember now. Have you seen how the guys react when Morimura walks
Cat treats.
They're not looking at her eyes. That guy's shallower than a cookie pan. You've got a strange taste in
Come on, you fucking cat.
That's mean.
Damn it!
Did you see that?
Yes, I do need a hand.
It was that kitty again.
I need a hand before I commit genocide.
I don't see it. Must have taken off already.
That kitty. Think it's the same one I saw at school?
I don't know. A lot of cats look like that.
You saw it too, right, Iori-chan? Didn't it look the same?
Fuck that cat. Come on, I asked for help.
Must
Someone
have
give me
taken
help.
off already.
Check pins on council. Go near the cat and think about cat treats. I did that. Can I get someone that tells me that knows what the solution is?
That kitty. Think it's the same one I saw at school? Saw it too, right, Iori-chan? Didn't it look the same?
Strange taste.
Ugh, fucking Groundhog Day.
I'd love to go. The soft food place just got a new place.
Come on, someone tell me the solution.
I'd love to go back to that one.
Okay, I think about the kitty.
Their stuff was pretty good. At this point, we've hit up most restaurants.
Oh god damn it!
Did you?
So many stray cats.
Fuck Japan!
Being in love even.
Shallower than a cookie.
Oh my god, you're all gonna fucking die of diabetes!
Try it, Iori-chan?
Oh, second freshly made. I need it. Their stuff.
Think about the goddamn cat treats.
At this point, we've hit up most restaurants in town. How do I?
Now's the time. I'll use Miwa-chan's treats. I love getting snacks after school. Hey!
God, why was that so difficult?
Over here! Oh, one moment. I'll get the treats.
This is why I want to kill people.
He ate the whole thing!
They're very similar, but I think the one at school looks slightly different.
So there's more than one.
You got a good look at the one at school, huh? At the front gate with Kurabe?
Oh, you saw that? Oh!
That guy's kind of weird, don't you think? What were you talking to him about?
It was...
Oh god damn it. Another flash. That was the most fucked thing ever. Like, you walk a little too far and it's gone. Ah!
It's only 8:10 a.m. Behold, Iori Fuyusaka, genuine morning person. It's not so bad if I put my mind to it.
Yeah, thanks for that. Without telling me that I have to do it there, I would have got confused. Because I did the thought cloud, and then the cat leaves. And then I did it again with the thought, and then I saw the little X, but it disappears if you walk a little too far. It's just... Yeah, that was not fun. That was... I just want to shoot the creator of this game in the kneecaps for this.
Oh, kitty! Early cat gets the mouse, huh?
Good morning, Fuyusaka-san.
Shh, quiet.
Huh? Oh, a cat. Looks just like a stray I've seen by my house.
Wait, you've seen it?
Kurabe-kun, you still have those dreams?
Yeah, sometimes.
I have them too. You know that one you talked about earlier? With the UFO buried underground?
UFO?
Iori! Morning! Usami-chan! Iwa-chan's my good loves talking about romance. Good morning. What were you guys up to over there? Oh, just looking at a cat.
Hey, can we talk a little more?
Okay. Megumi? Oh.
A UFO, huh? What
Oh.
happened in the dream?
God damn it. The UFO. Here we go. Ah, teenage love. Yay, we're on the left side of the UFO now. It's like Abe's Odyssey.
Juro.
Oh, thank goodness. I was worried with you all by yourself.
What now?
If something were to happen to you,
Juro, stop.
Sam!
Flattered you feel that way. But I can't think about this. Not now. I
Sam!
don't want to leave you hanging.
No, I get it. I don't know what got into me. This is no time for a confession. It would only make things more complicated. But listen, when this is all over, I'll talk to you again. Promise.
There it is again.
Okay, so you're here now too.
Were you able to find the source of these tremors?
Okino-kun.
Oh, so you know who he is.
Remember the Kaiju that were immobilized? They're starting to collapse. The tunnel is blocked. We'll need to find another route to the surface.
There's no use rushing. No one's left up there anyway.
You don't have to say it. So you remember, I'm so sorry about your mother.
It's okay. Our work here is a good distraction. I'll check the terminal over there.
Wait, so her mother died and you try to bang her? Boo!
I didn't mean any harm, Morimura-san.
Don't worry about it.
Wow, like this whole Morimura thing was right in front of us the entire time. I just didn't play Yori's timeline.
This one block of data is still being analyzed. It's been 3 days and it's only at 1.2%.
Jesus.
That's unusually dense.
Am I being insulted right now? Are you calling me dense?
Still, the system's logical structure, it's not so far off from our own. Was Okino-kun right all along? This could be a relic of an ancient civilization.
We've uncovered an ancient relic from the past. What is it? From an ancient Slavic culture. Smirnov.
I wonder what this is for.
Something incredible, surely.
Everyone chooses their own adventure, so it's a unique playthrough. Remember that time we refused to play certain timelines in Zero Escape games? And then we reached like the absolute end of a certain timeline without starting another one? And then I started making guesses about where it could be? It's just play the other timeline, you bastard! It's like, yeah! It's like the cat meme. Just play the other timeline! No!
If you asked me for my best guess, I'd say it's a transmission device. In other words, a teleporter.
See, if I keep playing different timelines, I get all the information for that level, and then I go into a deeper level, and then a deeper level. But if I go down an entire timeline, I understand what's going on there very deeply. And so when I go into something like this, I know what he's up to on a much deeper level than the surface level right now. So I could see the inner workings of something. Like the fucking UFO.
Don't give me that look. Hear me out. I actually found some associated data.
Come on, you've taken quantum mechanics. Transmission of matter isn't possible.
That's what our science says.
Wait, quantum mechanics. So does that mean you can be both a girl and a boy at the same time?
We can't assume that alien technology is bound by the same constraints.
I mean, you're in two different states at one time. That is quantum mechanics.
If my theory is correct, we've got an explanation for the disappearances. Including those of your parents, Morimura-san.
And if you say they hopped through time...
Guys, come take a look at this.
Who's been hopping through time?
The analysis took some time, but... I found this.
What is that?
Is that Frieza's ship?
The map. This relic is enormous.
It's 30 kilometers in diameter.
Around the world in 30 kilometers. Oh, god damn it!
And the whole thing's underground, right beneath the city.
It looks like a giant saucer.
Fascinating. So this isn't just any alien facility. It's a buried UFO.
Well, that answers the question.
We're only 300 meters from the surface.
That's pretty deep.
This facility is huge.
300 meters depth is pretty fucking deep.
How could it have never been discovered?
It's not likely. Rather, it may have been intentionally hidden.
A government cover-up of alien life. Sounds like a movie from the 20th century.
Those monsters on the surface. Are they trying to unearth this UFO?
Just what are they after?
Maybe they're trying to get to a time gate. The hell is
It may
that?
have something to do with this.
What the fuck is that? And what happens if I just AFK for... I don't know. How long would this take? Let's see. Minute. Hour. Days. I ain't waiting that long!
It's a data signal being emitted by this facility as we speak. What does it look like to you?
As a slug or as a human being?
This is...
A countdown.
It started when the Kaiju came in contact with the mainframe.
Is it a self-destruct sequence, or is it gonna shut all the gates to prevent further time hopping? What's the go?
Since then, the clock's been ticking.
How much you want to bet that intergalactic space station from the beginning of the game is what this giant flying saucer is, and some idiot just landed it in Earth?
We should investigate further.
How?
This may not be appropriate, but I'm honestly excited.
My god.
This sort of alien technology? I can hardly believe it.
Yeah, well, someone fucking triggered the self-destruct sequence.
So when the countdown reaches 0, what happens?
It may be related to the gravity wave abnormality.
Do you think it might launch?
Let's just continue the analysis.
110 days isn't a lot of time to investigate a UFO.
There's no time for what-ifs. We need to find out what's going on.
In 110 days. %, damn. Unlock condition, unseal 3 mystery files. Iori Fuyusaka remembered the dream where she and Juro Kurabe searched inside a UFO. The Kaiju disappearing civilians, the countdown. It all sounded like something from a sci-fi movie. Well, guess what?
All right.
It's unlocked! The countdown timer is about 10 million seconds, which is about 110 days. However, some people tried waiting it out, and it just loops after a while, so don't bother trying. I ain't waiting 110 days. I mean, I'm patient, but I'm not that patient. I'm a lot more likely just to hack into the game file and see if there's anything connected to the timer. But we all know how lazy I am, so I would just Google it instead. I mean, why would I do something if someone has already done it? Come on, man. Alright, let's take a little break and we'll be right back. I'll be honest, I'm a little bit behind on Rick and Morty. I haven't even started the new season. Maybe that's something we can pick up on Fridays. Since, you know, we're not watching Squid Game. Because I would really like to see the new Rick and Morty episodes. But I'd also like to catch up on South Park. There's a new season? Yeah, it came out a little while ago. I know, I feel so stupid. Alright, let's go. Back to it. Eh? It's gotta really suck for Megumi. She was looking after Thingo. Now his memories are gone and he's hitting on another girl. I mean, that's gotta suck.
I'm so dead. Pop quizzes suck. Was your grade that bad, Usami-chan?
Usami-chan.
What's up, Iori? Did you tank the math test too?
Those formulas put me right to sleep.
So you got an F?
No! It was close, though.
Don't worry, Iori-chan. You're good in other subjects. At my old school, we never had class on Saturdays. Really? That sounds wonderful. Your grade wasn't so hot either, Miwako. Can we stop talking about this?
The shit.
I was going to study last night, but then I turned on the TV.
What really sucks is most schools don't actually teach kids how to learn and problem solve. They just teach them how to rope learn.
Miwa-chan,
Yes?
what were you watching?
A special on Halley's Comet. It's coming next year.
Oh, I wanted to see that too.
The next one won't be for another 76 years.
Didn't it, like, happen a decade ago or something?
A once-in-a-lifetime encounter. It feels so romantic. And that's how you blew off your studies. This school gives way too many tests. I thought it'd be easier here, not harder. What school did you go to? It sounds quite different from ours. Actually, it's, you know, pretty similar.
She's an android, isn't she?
The best cure for the blues is good eats. It's true.
But she eats. But she doesn't
You know
gain
that
any weight.
bakery? Their hot dogs are so good. If we're talking about meat, I could really go for some Nikuman. Oh yeah? Which do you want, Iori?
Me?
Are we doing this again? Oh my god.
Gotta be hot dogs, so what's it gonna be? Nikuman? Hot dogs? They make them fresh each day. Warm sausage wrapped in a slightly sweet bun.
Yeah.
Nikuman are
I'm salivating. I don't even know what Nikuman is.
every
I'm
bite
with
is a
Usami-chan.
perfect balance of fluffy bun and juicy meat.
Really? Oh, damn it.
Let's eat hot dogs.
Yes!
Stop making me hungry! That just looks like a yakisoba pan. That's not how you hold a hot dog. Fuck it.
That was a cute bakery.
Right? Let's eat before it gets cold.
Nikuman are basically large meat-filled dumplings. That sounds delicious. Damn! Half the hot dog in one bite. Even worse, in my school I was in, I got kicked out of the gifted and talented class because I couldn't afford the materials for the projects they wanted us to do. So you're smart but poor, so get out of the advanced class until you get into high school. Then yes, please take all these college appropriate classes. Education is fucked. It's tiered towards kids with means being able to get the ride much easier than people with actual talent. And you might be thinking that's a flawed system, but then you realize the system is built that way on purpose. They're not trying to help people. They're just trying to keep the people, you know, with means, keeping means. Which is why the salaries of private school teachers are like 200, 300 grand. Private school teachers get paid more than doctors. Can we eat the rich already? Well, the problem is with all these people that actually talk about eating the rich and things like this, as soon as they make some money, they run to tax havens. They're like, yeah, let's tax the rich, but not me, right? Like, tax them, not me though. That's the problem. As soon as these people get some money, they do a runner. They're not actually interested in helping people. They're interested in helping themselves.
Spicy. It's chili sauce.
Like, you remember that girl, right? She was doing the whole eat the rich thing. And then she gave a tour of her apartment in Texas, which she bought because Texas has a lower income. So she moved from California because, oh, it's taxation. I don't want to pay tax. So I'm going to move to the state, pay less tax, and show off my apartment. But I'm still one of you, right? Just keep donating millions of dollars to me. But don't tax me, please. That's not fair on me. When I said rich, I meant the super rich. Not the millionaires, but the 100 millionaires and the billionaires. Now that I'm a millionaire, I'm just going to move the goalpost a little bit. That's the problem. Like, that is the crux of the problem. And then you take a look at the politicians that are like, eat the rich. And then you take a look at their salary of $200,000, $300,000 a year tax-free. What are they doing with the money? Are they actually donating it or creating any, you know, charities? No, they're spending it on themselves and then they're blaming the billionaires. So they become millionaires, then they blame the billionaires. They become billionaires, then they blame the trillionaires. You see how it works? They just keep pushing the goalpost higher and higher. And then they're like, oh, Elon Musk could eliminate world hunger with 2% of his net worth. And then he's like, okay, show me how we do that and I'll do it. And then they're like, oh, it was a figure of speech. And it's like, you've just been called out. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. They're not actually interested in solving the problem. They're interested in just making money from the problem. Because they realize if society was fair, the people with means would lose it. Because they don't know how to do anything. They're not actually educated to produce anything. They're just born into means. And they maintain it. That's all they do. They don't produce more of it. Whereas people actually working hard and producing things get fucked. Like, society's a pyramid scheme.
Love the kick. I'm not a kid anymore. Gotta be mature to handle this stuff.
What? Spiciness or the mustard?
Usami-chan, you've got chili sauce all over your mouth.
Oh, darn it. Speaking of TV shows, I saw a real weird one the other night. It was from the Explorer series. What is that?
Usami-chan,
Huh? What's up, Iori?
it's a popular segment on Weird Wednesdays.
The Explorer series.
Last week it was...
Terrible Tales of the Massive Mummy. The Amazon's underground secret.
The Amazon has a mummy?
I think that was the name.
Yeah, something like that.
Speaking of mummies in the Chamber of Secrets, people were mining coal in, I think it was Cambodia or something, and they actually found fossils of a snake the size of a bus. It could swallow a human whole without even having to extend its mouth open more than normal. A snake the height and width of a fucking bus. Holy shit. Yeah. Can we pet the snake? I mean... it probably wouldn't eat you because it wouldn't even think you're big enough to eat. It'd be like, you're too small. I'm gonna go hunt a T-Rex or something.
The mummy was so fake. Who believes that stuff? Wait, why do you know so much about it? Do you watch that show?
More like Nut-chan wouldn't stop talking about it.
Oh.
Right.
Oh, that one. I watched the whole damn thing, but it left me with more questions than answers. Yeah, it's always like that. So you know it? The boys in class were talking about it. I usually watch the music show in that time slot.
You know, the funny thing that you'll actually like, since you're talking about being a writer and donating to homeless people, is that J.K. Rowling lost her billionaire status by donating money. So she was a billionaire, then she went below $1 billion because she just kept donating money. She went back to being a billionaire, but you get my point.
Kinda. I'm more about singing than listening.
Mio-chan.
Yes? Well,
What music do you like?
lately, I've been getting into idols.
Oh yeah, the one who looks like Amiguchi-kun?
Yes! And also, there's a female idol I like a lot too. She's so cute and has a wonderful voice.
Oh, is she that really popular one?
Yes! She's coming out with a record soon. Maybe I'll buy it. Dang, you're really into idols, huh? You might like her too, Sami-chan.
Oh right, I forgot J.K. Rowling got into some shit recently. It's funny, up until this point, I could talk about J.K. Rowling donating to charity and everyone would be like, yay. Now it's like, boo. And I'm like, oh fuck, I'm out with the times again.
Sing? What kind of songs? I'm curious now.
I'm an old man yelling at clouds at this point.
It's kind of hard to explain. Is it foreign music? Not exactly.
German music.
I don't get it.
I can't just say it doesn't exist yet.
Huh? Ah, nothing. Don't worry about it. Why are you being like this? Sorry, Miwako.
Try to pick up the girl and see how much she
The
weighs.
best cure for the blues is good eats.
Fucking android.
It's true.
A giant UFO buried underground. Was it a premonition? Oh, that's crazy. Maybe Nut-chan's getting to my head. Once she starts talking about UFOs, you'll never hear the end of it. Gotta love her, though. 2089. That's what year it...
You know that bakery? Their
Every
hot
day,
dogs are
I have
so
strange
good.
dreams. They keep me up at night.
If we're talking about meat, I might put on weight. I could really
Eat a hot dog? Science room.
go for some Nikuma. Let's get both.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, speaking of tea... Oh, that... So you... I'm...
Tommy.
Oh, that... I usually... Oh, these...
No, not
You
you.
know that bakery? They're hot... Both. Which do you want, Iori?
Me?
We're eating again, aren't we?
That's right.
It's a bit chilly today. Perfect time for Nikamon.
Alright.
And this is how they got diabetes. They're eating all of the things. Yesterday they had 6 crepes. 6. Holy shit, that is a giant dumpling. Fuck yeah, I'm into that shit.
That deli's Nikamon are huge.
And so warm.
I want.
Time to taste test.
Holy crap, she just ate half. How big is her mouth to fit all that food?
So juicy.
I'm so hungry right now.
The dough's so chewy and light.
My stomach's actually hurting because I fast till midday, so I'm dying now.
Feels great to bite into.
Did she just eat the
Good
wrapper?
idea for a date. Just buy 2 of these, stuff them in your shirt, and bam! Instant Morimura.
Lol.
Give it some thought.
Maybe she knows that she's more.
You'd burn yourself. sleepy again. Are you doing okay?
I'm fine.
Something happened?
I told you, remember? Iori-chan collapsed in the science room. I was still at school, so I took her to the nurse's office.
Oh, yeah, you did tell me that.
And my stomach's growling now. Thank you for eating so much food.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, thanks for coming with me.
Goto-senpai really saved the day. He carried her there in his arms like a princess. I could hardly believe my eyes.
That's the shocking part. Ever since that day, I can't stop thinking about him.
Who do you crush on now?
Was it all just a dream?
Oh god, another dream.
And that about does it for the sweeping.
Who says the android is metal? What if the android has skin over it like a Terminator?
Good going, Kurabe-kun. Something wrong?
The door won't open.
I've seen enough anime to know where this is going. Ah! It's Distrust Monokuma!
Goto-senpai gave me a keyring, but none of these seem to open the storage room.
Well, that's a problem. What do we do with all the equipment?
I guess just leave it.
We can't do that.
Learn how to lockpick, children.
Well,
Why don't you just make some thermite and break the lock open? Come on, you're in a chemistry lab. You have everything you need right here. Apply yourselves. But Kuma, thermite burns at almost 3,000 degrees. No excuses!
I guess I'll get the key from the teacher's lounge. You can go back to class, Kurabe-kun. I'll take care of the rest.
Sorry about that.
Hey, no worries. Good job today.
Hey, I got a question.
She's in the same grade as me.
If schools were supposed to grade kids based on how much they understand chemistry, and they're like, oh, just mix a basic solution or a base or something like that, you know, change the color of something and you get like a pass mark. What would happen if some kid actually mixed a concoction which is a lot more advanced than what they're teaching in class? Would they pass? Like, what if some kid made mustard gas in class? Would he pass? Because that requires a little bit of know-how. What if a kid fucking made methamphetamines in high school chemistry class? Technically, they should pass. Even though, you know, bad. You know what the funny part is? They actually teach you how to make drugs in pharmacy class in university. It's pretty fucked. Methamphetamines that's being cooked up in America was actually synthesized by a university graduate in Sydney. He was a private school student who joined the bikies, and so he had a chemistry degree. Actually, sorry, he had a pharmaceutical degree. So he actually knew how to cook up the meth, and then he hooked up the meth and simplified the process for the bikies. And then when he was sent to jail, he got upset, and so he sold it for $100. And then all the bikie gangs started cooking meth. That's why it's called bikie meth, because it's a much more simplified version.
But she talks like she's my older sister.
Nani? A flashback within a flashback?
This building is so old and so quiet.
Careful for the zombies.
It's kind of creepy.
Shut up, stomach! You'll get food when I'm done. So what do you want me to use the storage key? In here? Storage closet?
Hmm? It's locked. There we go.
Is there gonna be a body?
Now I can put stuff away.
Is there gonna be a body?
Huh? Who's there?
Wasn't that an earthquake?
Kurabe-kun?
Oh, I know this music.
Oh, I get it. You're trying to surprise me, right?
I've seen enough horror movies to know where this is going.
Come on. This isn't funny. Just come out, okay?
What?
What the? No one's here.
Wait, how did that happen?
It's so bright.
Oh no, you're getting teleported!
What's going on?
Why'd you step into it? The storage key is a key to a gate, isn't it?
Looks like you've come to.
The storage key opens the gate, doesn't it?
I'm so glad you're okay, Iori-chan.
So does that mean the key that Thingo got from the future might not be a Sentinel key? It might actually be a gate key. Oh my god.
Miwa-chan.
You were lying on the floor.
Imagine watching your past self passed out on the floor.
Completely unconscious. How do you feel?
Are you alright?
Senpai.
So who from here is actually from this point in time? I mean, god damn it. We've got present self, future self, guy from future, and girl that knows everything about everyone. Like, come on!
Huh?
Don't push yourself.
You should stay in bed.
I'm okay.
Yeah, listen to your future self.
How did I get here?
Goto-senpai found you. He carried you all the way here.
He did what? The burning city. Were you there too, Senpai?
I don't know what you're talking about. You had collapsed in the science room.
Huh? The science room? While you were in there, how do I say this? Did you see any weird flashing screens? Anything like that?
No, there was nothing of the sort.
That's crazy talk.
A dream. That's all it was. I'm sure.
A dream?
A dream. That's all it was. A dream.
Why is she always turning back to him? Like I'm here, I turn. Wait, what? Oh, now you're not doing it?
Miwa-chan, I saw it. The burning city from my dreams.
Another nightmare?
Right in front of Moimuro that's gonna prescribe you drugs to forget said dreams.
No. I was actually there.
So in Japanese school, they actually measure your height and your weight and tell you whether or not your BMI index is a healthy one. Meanwhile, in other countries, they destroy scales as they're oppressive and parts of the patriarchy. And it's like... Okay.
Let's calm down, Iori-chan. It was just another dream.
A dream?
You know how you have those scales that go up to like 90 kilos or something, or 100 kilos? Hunchi actually has one of those in the dojo. And every time before a tournament, everyone has to get weighed. You either get weighed on like the Friday before the tournament, or you get weighed at the tournament. And so they always use the weight, and it goes up to like 90 kilos or something. And 80 kilos is the heavyweight thing. And so one year I was like 82 because I was trying to be middleweight. And then it was like, fuck, this isn't working. So I was like 82 for the tournament. And I got floored. And so after that, I actually started bulking up, and instead of trying to be light, I just focused on muscle mass. Anyway, so I turned up one year to weigh in, and it's like, all right, time to go on the scale. I go on the scale. It does the full 90 kilos, then it goes all the way around again and extra. He's like, must be broken. He steps on it. That's right. I step on it. It goes all the way around. He looks at me. He looks down. He looks at my senpai. She was like a second degree. He's like, senpai, get over here. And she's like, how much do you weigh? And she's like, what? And I'm like, she's around 50 something. And she's like, how do you know that? Anyway, she goes on the weight. He's like, okay, it's working. That's my weight. And he looks at me and he's like, how much do you weigh? And I'm like, around 100 kilos. And he's just looking at me like, where? Because I bulked up like 20 kilos, but I wasn't fat at the time. I was actually lean. And I was actually about 105 kilos. And like, but I looked lean. And it's just like, and I'm like, that's heavyweight, right? There's no upper limit. And it's like, technically no. I'm like, that's good. And he was just like, this is why they have the super heavyweight division international tournaments for people over 100 kilos. They're like, shit. And then you get some fucking 7-foot guy that weighs 140 kilos. It's like, yeah, making him fight an 80-kilo guy. That shit just ain't fair, man. I use the scale at the gym, but I don't have a scale at home. I mean, I can pick up Hachan and tell her how much she weighs, but I kind of like stopped looking at my own weight. I more so look at my body fat, and I can tell that through a mirror. Because I can always compare how much strength I have given exercises, and then I just have to look at the mirror to see how much body fat I have. You know, you can visibly see body fat. It's very visible. Fat is like quadruple the size of muscle. Muscle is very dense, whereas fat is very chunky. So like 20 kilo of muscle looks like maybe 2.5 kilos of fat, and then muscle will expand when you use it, but it's very densely packed. I can pick up my cat and tell you how much they weigh. Yeah, that works. I pick up Chiki, and I can tell you when she's around 4.5 to 5 kilos.
There's no way.
I can pick up a suitcase and tell you if it's like 20 kilos or 19 kilos.
It was real. And I saw him. He was there. At the burning city.
And they're just like,
Iori-chan.
that's crazy talk. Ah, here's another flashback from the future. Is this the one where we get shot?
Place? It's destroyed as far as the eye can see.
Ah, the Fire Nation has attacked again.
Just like the place I saw in my dreams.
Is this the one where we get shot, or is that another one?
I see someone. Hey,
Ooh.
oh, you're...
No sudden moves.
Oh.
Huh? Is that a gun?
Who are you?
Well, this is... I can't actually physically move.
I'm Iori Fuyusaka.
I know that much.
You know what's actually funny? People have really started doing that disarm technique where they basically hold the barrel in the hand and they like flick it. But what they don't realize is if you do it the opposite way, the gun's actually gonna trigger because you're gonna muscle spasm the hand. Don't do that at home, children. Just don't fucking do it.
Huh? How do you...
Don't do it, children.
Who ordered you to come here?
Ordered? I just saw a flash in the science room. And the next thing I knew, I was here. Wherever this is.
You really don't know?
Okay.
This is Ashitaba City. In the year 2065.
The future? No way.
If the gate reacted to her, she must be one of the 15. And that's not all. She unlocked the gate. A locked gate can only be opened with Morimura's ID.
I love how fucking in your face it is that she's Moimura if you actually play her route. Whereas I was just theorizing who the fuck Moimura is this entire time. This is hilarious.
It's as I suspected. Iori Fuyusaka is the real Chihiro Morimura.
How much more? Fuck.
Morimura? You mean our teacher?
They literally roll out the fucking carpet and spoon feed it to you. Moimura. You mean our teacher with the big titties? Yes, your homeroom teacher with the big titties. The one that Juro brings the papers to. Like, it's just... Oh my god. All the trouble I fucking went through. All the fucking trouble I went through. Wait, but didn't you assassinate her, or was that someone else? And why would Goto assassinate her? Ah, fun times.
How was the city destroyed?
We're safe at this distance.
What is that?
The Daimos.
From the Kaiju movies?
Not a bad comparison. But this one's a machine.
Those things appear in droves, hell-bent on destroying the world. Before long, they'll take over our very own town.
Wait a minute. How do you know so much?
Don't get the wrong idea. I saw it in a dream.
A dream?
I like how he's so quick to believe everything she says.
That monster was wrecking the city, and it was coming for me. I ran for my life. There were other dreams, too. People talking about monsters. Maybe they weren't dreams after all. That's right. We lost the fight and ran away. A monster was chasing us. And the person with me was... Koto-senpai. When did I get so obsessed with boys? They keep showing up in my dreams.
Welcome to puberty.
My dreams have been so strange lately. So I've been thinking, maybe they're premonitions.
What are your other dreams like?
You know, 12 topless guys. You wouldn't be interested.
What sort of dreams are you having?
Trust me, you wouldn't be interested. This one time at band camp, no, but seriously, this one time I was working on a guy's dishwasher, and I kid you not, I thought the power was off. Actually blacked out, went partially numb. When I went to give the guy the okay signal, sparks actually shot between my fingers. Hand spasms, leg spasms. I tasted pennies. It was messed up. Well, electrical, you do know everything you see, feel, smell, touch is electrical signals in your body. Neurons are basically fired out from, like, you touch something, it's basically your brain neurons going to the hand muscle, going, I felt that, going back to the brain. So if you electrocute yourself, it just spasms things. Like, all those circuits and neurons are just gone. That probably explains what you felt through. Like, that's why the muscle spasms and everything happened. Like, I've got a particular injury in my leg that's pretty funny. Like, you can, say for example, this is my knee. You touch it here, I will feel it here. Like, it's fucked. The circuit's just fucked. You know, from all the damage it's gotten over the years from me kicking people with it. But it's pretty fascinating. Like, some people actually get surgery that clips the, what's it called? The nerves in their knees, so they don't actually feel anything in their knees. Muay Thai fighters do that, so they can basically kick other people in the shins without feeling it. The problem with not feeling pain is that you can't tell if a body part is damaged. So you keep using a damaged thing and you just injure it more and more and more. I actually like feeling the pain because it tells me I've been hit there, better not get hit there again. You know what I mean? Pain is necessary to a certain extent.
A giant UFO buried underground. Was it a premonition? Oh, that's crazy. Maybe Nut-chan's getting to my head. Once she starts talking about UFOs, you'll never hear the end of it. Gotta love her, though. In one dream, after the city was destroyed, I wound up underground inside a big UFO.
Also, your theory on the storage room key being related to the gates has been deconfirmed immediately. Hey! You can't blame a guy for trying. At least I'm trying to piece together the mystery. At least I'm invested in the game. At least I'm thinking about it. Just don't make it fun of me.
In another one, I escaped to the past all by myself. Were those all real?
Morimura told me the same stories. Dreams, huh?
Seriously, who the fuck are you?
Who are you?
Now she's asking the questions.
Wait, do you hear that?
Is that a machine gun?
Huh?
A drone.
Oh crap, it's Thingo.
Shit. They found me.
But isn't that Thingo, or is he just one of them? He's a pretty good shot.
There's no choice. Come with me.
Huh? Okay.
See, you'll just go with any guy. My god. Slut.
It's too late.
But isn't that a Sentinel? Or is that an MK1 Sentinel that was hijacked by the Kaiju? Like, what's the go?
Sekigahara got away.
Did you find Sentinel number 8?
Yes. It had been taken over by the Daimos.
Ah, right. Okay, that answers that.
I suppose it's risky to send units out autonomously.
No shit.
I'll restore manual control to number 8. Go ahead and shut it down for now.
By the way, we had a surprise visitor. A Sekigahara.
He's in this sector.
Unfortunately, he got away. And not only that, can you see her? She's a student from Sector 4. Could he have brought her here? She looks familiar. Same class as Kisaragi, I believe.
In any case, bring her back.
I love how all these interactions with Goto just seem completely normal to me. I'm not even fazed by the fact that he's going through time and doing this shit. Iori who leapt through time. Hatch is still unlocked! While cleaning the science room, Iori was enveloped in a mysterious bright light. When she woke up in the nurse's office, she recalled seeing him in her dream. That wasn't a dream! What's with that soundbite? Wasn't she supposed to be knocked out? She sounded like she was more scared than unconscious. I don't know. I could do the same thing if I bend my leg backwards. It tickles my nerve ending so I can feel the carpet on the floor. Or the floorboards on the side of my feet. Ooh. Yeah, I know. The girl through leapt through time. I haven't seen it, though. Damn, we're really going through Iori's gameplay because we've unlocked a lot of other characters. So we're probably progressing a lot further in our story than we initially would be able to.
Juro.
Damn! Those things bounce! I like how she's always standing like that on an angle so you could see her ass. She does that intentionally, you know?
I won't let you get away this time.
Oh, you're hunting him?
It's you. Well, the you of 16 years ago. You're not aware of what happened, are you? That's disappointing.
Damn!
What happened?
Does she do that just for the big reveal?
You and I were in love.
What? Do I need more of this shit? Wait, she did have a crush on you. And you did want to have a talk with her. Oh, right. But is she the one after you lost your right. So you're the future Juro of the Juro that lost his memory.
Hand in hand, we struggled to save the world.
It was all for naught.
Not entirely. We did find the truth.
Damn!
This is but one small part of a massive operation.
But what did Megumi do then? She basically got fucked over. So she gave everyone nanomachines in order to save your memory, but in the end, it never got back, so she got fucked over. So what happens to Megumi in all of this? Damn you, plot lock!
Even if I tried to explain it, it would be lost on you now. The plan needs to be revised.
Okay, good, because I haven't fully grasped the original plan.
Please, you must let me go.
Do you mean to say you'll be taking even more lives? You've already killed the 4 that came with you.
Which 4? Oh wait, the 4 he shot.
You misunderstand. I backed up my data on Sector 0 before the final battle. That was all I could do. I'm not aware of what happened to the others.
That's not what Ida-kun said.
That guy.
I can't trust a word you say.
The 25-year-old Morimura felt quite differently. You said you'd loved me since the day we met. I can't imagine that's changed. Please, open the way.
I can't.
You know you could just shoot him in the neck and his body wouldn't even spasm enough to pull the trigger.
Juro.
Damn. Now he's dead. And she awakens from the dream of having killed Juro.
Another dream.
How many of these are you getting?
Was that really just a dream?
Cute guy. Shame I had to shoot him.
Even meeting him again? No. I had butterflies in my stomach. That was real. I should go back to the science room. Maybe it'll happen again.
Some girls dream of cute guys sweeping them off their feet. Some girls dream of shooting guys.
I need to look for him.
By the way, Sammy-chan, you were absent the other day. Did something happen?
Oh, well...
Hi, Usami-chan.
Welcome back to the land of the living. Gotta say, sleeping as much as you do is a real talent. I had a stomach ache, so... yeah, I'm fine now.
Hey, Miwa-chan.
Good morning. You were quite sleepy, huh? I saw you nodding off the whole time. The teacher was glaring at you again.
Why didn't she wake her up?
Hey, Sonny-chan. Moji-kun was absent too. The very same day as you.
Kurabe-kun. He looks a bit like the man in my dream. And I called that man Juro.
Or is he the man of your dreams? Oh!
It was him, right? I know it's just a dream, but
Meanwhile, Megumi's like, you home-wrecking whore.
I shot him point blank. Feels kind of weird to talk to him now.
What? Stop jumping to conclusions.
I'm just kidding. I already talked to him. He went on a trip that day.
A trip, huh? How are you doing, Yuko?
Me? I'm just fine.
Well, okay. That's good.
Juro got buff, Iori got hot.
Sonny-chan.
I probably wouldn't date future Iori.
Did something happen?
I mean, it's fun for a while, but after a while, it's like, this is too much effort.
Yeah, I'm fine now.
I see.
Plus, she's too old for me.
Hey, Usami-chan.
Is it because she's blonde? But doesn't she have white hair? White hair is different to blonde. Remember Saya?
What?
Okay, how the hell do I get out of here?
Conclusion.
Science room key, cute guy.
I'm just kidding. I already talked to
Oh,
him.
wait. The science room. The door's always locked. How do I get back in?
He went on a
You
trip that
kick
day.
it.
A trip,
Hail, students.
It's my turn to clean up the science room.
Sorry, dude. That one's a real pain.
Whatever. Maybe the other helper's a cute girl.
Oh!
Let's see. Oh, it's so Atari.
Is she your type? I don't know, man.
Maybe that's my key to the science room. Miwa-chan.
Oh, that's so... Oh!
How are you doing, Miwako?
Hey, he's into you.
I'm just fine.
Well,
Hey, Miwa-chan. It's your turn to clean up the science room, right?
Uh-huh.
I have a favor to ask.
She wants to do it?
I don't know what you're planning on doing, but be safe, okay? Chemicals are dangerous.
Relax, it's nothing like that. I'll be sure to lock up when I'm done. Don't worry.
Okay. I'll take the trash out now. Do what you need to.
Thanks, Miwa-chan.
Alright, let's cook some meth.
Alright.
You know what's funny? The recipe for meth that they show in Breaking Bad isn't the legit recipe. So a bunch of people tried cooking it. It
Last
wasn't
time.
fucking meth.
Stuff started popping up right about here.
It's pretty funny.
There has to be something. Come on.
What words did you say last time?
anything?
Did you just walk through a desk?
Everything's normal. Open sesame!
Voice print matched. Senior Administrative ID authorized.
What?!
Whoa, there it is!
That is the world's worst fucking shit ever. Okay, you seriously need to... Wow.
It really worked. I knew it wasn't a dream. I have no idea how this works.
Stop pressing random buttons.
But, let's see. I think it was like this? Yes! I'm going to meet him again!
You have no idea what you're doing, do you?
Take me there! Into the future!
Oh boy. That slot!
Huh?
See, the hormones are overpowering all reason. She's just chasing the hunky man. And it's a dead android?
This looks different. What is this place?
Well, you picked a time, not a place.
Oh, I remember.
What? What do you remember?
This is the UFO from my dream.
Why are there androids everywhere? What the fuck is going on?
An alien?
I don't know.
Is it dead?
It looks pretty cybernetic to me. It looks humanoid in structure.
Another one. This reminds me of something. What was it?
Dragon Ball Z? Full Metal Alchemist? What is it, woman?
Looks like a computer. There's text on the screen.
Is it the countdown?
These computers are analyzing the UFO.
What's the percentage? It was stuck on like 1.2% for a while.
We must have brought them here.
I mean, why do people keep messaging me? It's the weekend. Stop messaging me on the weekend.
Just like in the dream. Do I hear footsteps? Someone's coming. Oh no. What if it's an alien?
Oh god, stop messaging me! I don't care!
I need to hide.
Hide in the shadows? Are you fucking serious?
He's still after me.
Wait, you're that girl.
Is that Shinonome-senpai?
No good. It's not moving. 426 must have shot it.
Wow, this is gonna be a mystery for another day.
There's no choice. I must retreat for now.
426, you say?
All right.
Is that 426?
Why must you keep running from me?
No means no, Bill Cosby.
Stop.
You're what? No, let him finish the sentence, please. They could save me a lot of time.
426. You won't get away with this.
That again? Give it a rest. There's not much time left. Come with me. I'll protect you. Please, Ryoko.
Don't. Stop trying to confuse me.
No way.
He's not able to use the gate, is he?
Just when I thought we could meet again, he's in love with someone else.
You slut!
Who's there? Iori Fuyusaka. Are you alone?
She's just gonna go for every guy. Oh, I shot him. Oh well, there's always another one. Let's go to the future. Yeah! Going to the future to find some guy. Do. Are you fucking serious? You just discovered that you could travel through time and you're just doing it to try to hook up with a guy? Wow.
What are you doing here?
Well, I wanted to see if this was all just a dream. And I guess it was.
God damn it, girls can't answer a question, can they? It all has to be cryptic.
In any case, you shouldn't be here.
Hey, Hachan. Ooh, you cook food. You are the best. What's this? Ah!
You're stupid.
Yes, I am stupid. I grabbed the hot plate from underneath. Obviously. What is this?
Need ice?
What is it?
Sukiyaki.
Sukiyaki! Oh my god, I gotta show everyone.
It's like with the leftover soups.
Hachan, they can see you. Sukiyaki.
So it doesn't have much ingredients in it, but you love meat anyway.
Not much ingredients, but it's got meat and I love it. Oh, I love how humble you are. There's not much ingredients. I couldn't do much, but it's 5 stars nevertheless. You should like totally be impressed. I'm totally gonna take a photo. Yeah, shadows. Oh my god, delicious. Anyway, where were we? What were we doing now?
Go back to your sector. Guess I'll send you myself.
Wow. Opening a door to the dream. 71%! Jesus. We're just flying through Iori. Iori Fuyusaka returned to the science room in hopes of seeing him in the future again, but instead she found out there's someone else he cares about. Why are you assuming it's all about dating? Damn it, Iori. Looks like you'd use the gate after all. Fair enough. I'm gonna take this little break as an opportunity to eat the food. Because I've been starving. So let's take a quick, I don't know, 3-5 minute break while we chat. Let's just chat about anything while I'm eating. Because I'm starving. Use this as an opportunity to grab a snack or go to the bathroom or whatever. And we can just chat. Sighs and nods and understanding. People do that to me as well. It's the weekend. Leave me alone. I specifically asked you if you had plans or wanted to hang out or wherever. You gave me your answer. That dictated what I do. And my dictation will not change. I refuse to be your last choice for conversation or entertainment. Now if you'll excuse me, I'll relax with my coffee. Watch what I want to watch. Pet my cat. They come back from the vet. Or pat my neighbors. Pretty much, right? Everyone's trying to come up with last minute plans, or it's like collectively no one has plans, so they plan everything last minute. I'm sorry, but I need a little bit of structure in my life. I'm not going to plan. It's 12:30. I'm not going to plan at 12:30 p.m. what I'm doing that evening. I'm already going to have a plan in place. I'm a little more organized than that, you know? The message might not even be that, but the whole thing is like, you know, it's just annoying. And this meat is so good. We discovered a Japanese store that actually delivers. And so we buy $20 Kobe beef, which is used for like soups and stuff. So it's a little tougher. But if you marinate it with sake, it actually tenderizes. And then you slow cook it in a stew. And then you get really, really tasty meat. And it only costs 20 bucks a kilo. As opposed to going to the supermarket and paying like 22 bucks for regular beef. Sighs and nods and understanding. People do that to me as well. It's the weekend. Leave me alone. I specifically asked you if you had plans. Wait, didn't I just read that? Or pat my neighbor's pit bull. Did it cut me off? Say what you want, but the dog is the sweetest thing. The owner raised it correctly. Once you get to know you, she'll be your best friend. Oh yeah, dogs aren't violent. Dogs are just protective. There's a big difference. Humans are violent. Megumi's life fucking sucks. She's doing all this to get his memories back. Selfish or not, it kind of sucks. Especially if they were dating or in a relationship, and then he was fighting to protect everyone, and then he lost his memories just so he wouldn't fight. That's kind of cruel to her, because it wasn't his decision to lose his memories. It's kind of messed up. I hate when people say a dog is violent just because of the breed, or when people wind up small dogs. It's like humans, right? If you're poking them, why are you upset that they get upset with you? It's only natural. Where's Goodbye Moon Man? That's a really good song. I'm gonna look it up. Goodbye Moon Man. Beautiful. This is such a good song. Such a good episode too. Don't fuck with time. Actions have consequences. Get Shrifty is pretty good. She saw him go fight Kaiju for a city, literally pass out and seemingly die in her arms. Brought back with a new personality that doesn't seem interested in her, and signed a contract with a talking cat to get his memories back. Meanwhile, Juro seems to be more interested in Iori now. Her life is so fucked. It is horrible. Meanwhile, he doesn't want to spend time with her because in a vision of the future, he shoots her, which is a future self of him current self, when he started dating Iori. Which only happens because she doesn't get his memories back. So that is the future if he doesn't get his memories back, which he won't if he doesn't spend time with her. Time is fucked. No, I am not listening to this commercial. I'm gonna let it pass. Oh, a 30-second unskippable commercial. Well, sucks that I just disabled the volume, doesn't it? Your turn, Spotify. Alright, we're back to it. From a man who was willing to fight for her in an infected sentinel by himself against an army of kaiju to a guy who doesn't want to eat her home cooking food and seems to be interested in Iori. Oh yeah, Megumi's having a bad time. Why do I feel like we can unlock most of Iori's story already? I mean, that's a good thing, right? What's up?
Whenever I think about him, my heart starts racing. It's like love at first sight.
Watch, the guy's Eki's gonna be fucking offspring of her and someone else, and she's been crushing over her son or some shit. Wouldn't surprise me at this point. That's what you get when you fuck with time.
If I said that, would he laugh at me?
You've been fucking with time so much, it's bound to happen at some point.
Miwako's taking a while. She said she had some papers to deliver, right? To the art room, I think?
Yeah.
Is she dead?
What's up, Iori?
Huh? I'm fine. We're going to Tsutsuji today, right?
Miwako did say she wanted to stop by the record store.
She wants that new Idol album, right?
Oh!
There she is. Sorry to keep you waiting. You know what? I saw Natsuno-chan just now, but hey, the bus is here. Save it for later. Wait for us! The sun's already gone down. It's because you were waiting on me. I'm sorry.
Who cares? It's fine.
No, I'm sorry, Miwa-chan. We couldn't even get the record you wanted.
Oh, the store already closed? Damn.
I can't believe all 3 stores were sold out.
You know, people buy so many of these Idol CDs because depending on the sales, an Idol gets more screen time on television. So some people literally spend their entire salary buying the same album to support the idols they really like. Just so they have a chance to meet with them at a handshaking event. What the fuck? Like, capitalism gone crazy. It's pretty bad. It's like OnlyFans except with actual merchandise. And without the loots.
It's getting kinda late.
My dad's a worry ward. Maybe I should call home.
I wonder who your dad is.
There's a phone booth over there.
Phone booth? That's a good movie.
You gonna call?
Yeah.
Ghostbusters.
Hi, Dad. It's me. Uh-huh.
Well, that was quick.
How'd it go? Pretty much how I thought. He wants me to come home ASAP. Figures. The train's probably fastest.
He doesn't want you hopping through time and getting teen pregnancy.
Oh.
What's wrong?
Corn cob boy?
Do you see that guy?
Oh, yeah. It's the bully from before.
I thought so.
What about him?
Pompadour dude? What about him? I think it was last week. He was harassing us by the school gate.
Really?
You got harassed? Dude, everything okay?
Luckily, Neji-kun stepped in and saved us.
He did? Dang.
What now? Should we go around the other way?
That'd be best.
Wow, nice going, corn cob boy.
Come to think of it, I've seen a few guys like him. They've been hanging around our school lately.
Wow, that doesn't seem creepy in the slightest.
Let's go around, Iori-chan.
They have like 4 entrances to the train station.
What school are you from?
Why are you asking?
Didn't they tell you not to roam around after dark?
Who's this geezer?
I'm Heizo Onishi, Police Force, Juvenile Division.
And is it a crime?
Uh-oh.
You may know me better as Onishi the Ogre.
You do look like Ogre.
He's gonna take us into custody.
For what?
Judging from the uniform, you're from Sakura High. It's 8 o'clock. What are you doing out at this hour?
We missed our bus.
Well, we were shopping for a record and it got dark before we knew it.
It's true.
It's dangerous for young girls like you to be out on the streets at night. The reason doesn't matter.
We're sorry.
If it happens again, I'll write you up.
Meanwhile, there's another high school kid over there causing trouble and he's completely ignoring him. Police in a nutshell, going for easy targets instead of actually doing their jobs.
Now hurry on home.
Like how he just ignores me.
Does this mean we're juvenile delinquents? Why do you look so happy about it? Oh.
Uh-oh. They're here too.
Who are they looking for?
Those guys are his buddies, right?
What do we do, Iori-chan?
It is what it is. Let's make a break for the station.
Well, well. So we meet again. It must be destiny.
Really?
Come with me. I'll show you a good time. I know the perfect place.
Are you serious?
Wajima.
Onishi the Ogre.
Are you serious?
Don't tell me you're up to no good again.
I haven't done anything. Yet.
Run along home. Or would you rather come with me?
Seriously?
Damn it.
Thank you so much.
Just hurry up and go home.
You had me worried there. Let's go.
What the hell?
You ambushed us in front of the station and forced us into this creepy alleyway. Don't think you'll get away with this. The police are on their way.
Oh, shut up!
Why would you follow these creeps in an alleyway? Why not just kick him in the nuts? Someone would help you. Oh wait, they actually did that social experiment in society and they found that no one would actually help defenseless girls anymore. Jesus.
Wajima-san has something to say, so listen up, will ya?
Hey, knock it off. You know, all my life I've been shit out of luck when it comes to women.
I don't like where this is going.
Until now.
Oh god.
I'm telling you, girl. The moment I saw you, I knew you'd be mine.
Get it, Wajima-san?
No.
I consider myself a man who minds his own business. But I can't abide by this.
You can't be serious. You can't be serious.
You need to leave those girls alone. Get out of here. Now.
Who the hell are you? Another poser, huh?
Hard of hearing, are we? Don't say I didn't warn you.
It's you.
You better not be messing around.
You know, I have yet to see these guys win a single fight this entire game. They've just been getting beat up every single time by different people each time. This is embarrassing.
This bastard's a boxer.
A tad rusty. You got a few hits in.
Thank you. But why?
Mere coincidence.
You're lying.
I love this. Even if a guy's stalking you, it's not creepy if you find him attractive.
They must have heard the commotion.
Gotta love teenage girl logic. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was awfully convenient, but if a girl finds you attractive, it's not creepy. If a girl doesn't find you attractive, it's creepy. I like how she's
You
just...
guys okay?
Where the fuck were you?
I got the cop.
Care to explain what happened here, Wajima?
Wow.
I feel much better with the policeman here. Thanks, Usami-chan.
And this is why I'm gonna teach my daughter how to kill people.
You should have just bolted past the ticket gate. You're such a slowpoke sometimes.
Sorry.
Anyway, how'd you get out of this mess? A really cool guy came in and saved us. You mean the one who ran downtown? Yes, that's right. I wonder what school he goes to. Well, I'm glad you're okay. We can leave the rest to the cop. Let's go home.
What should I do?
Cute guy.
I wonder where he is now. I might never see him again. If I don't run after him, I know I'll regret it.
Teenage girls, ladies and gents.
Even if he turns me down, I have to tell him how I feel.
Teenage girls.
Sorry, guys.
Wow.
It has to be him. He's nearby.
Wait, was that Virgil?
Where did he go?
Ah, teenage girls. It's a concept called the bystander effect. If someone witnesses an accident with people around, 3 things dominate their mind. 1, if no one else is taking action, it's not urgent. 2, if no one else is doing anything, I don't have to take action either. 3, if I take action over this, I'll embarrass myself. It's a big problem with bullying in Japan since it's a collectivist society. They're highly frowned upon disturbing the peace, even if someone is being bullied. I just boil it down to the sheep effect. People look around themselves and follow what the other sheep are doing, even if they're all walking towards the slaughterhouse.
He has to be somewhere.
It's someone else, isn't it?
Hey,
Huh?
oh. Sorry. I thought you were someone else. can't find him.
Well, shit.
Is that guy looking for someone too?
Lol.
He's gone.
What the? Did I miss him?
There you are.
You? Were you following me?
I wanted to tell you something.
Don't. If you're seen with me, the men in black suits will go after you too.
Black suits?
I'm being hunted. Do you get it? Now go home. All right?
Oh.
Then stop running into the men in black suits.
So that man I saw over there.
Right now, Japan is having a big bullying problem. One of the main things about Japan's collectivist society that helps contribute to bullying is that people are strongly discouraged from disturbing social harmony. This can be a good thing. It's why almost everyone follows the traffic laws. There's no litter and people aren't yelling on their phones in public transport. It can also mean that not doing anything to stand out, including standing up to bullies. It's also the reason why there are so many train groping incidents, because people would rather enjoy it than make a scene. Well, from knowing Hachan and other Japanese people, a lot of people in Japan are indoctrinated from a very young age. They don't think for themselves. It's a good example of a sheepist society. I mean, the US can only wish they can pull off something like that. The best they can achieve is dumbing people down.
I've got you now.
Really? By grabbing his arm? I can think of 3 ways to knock you to the ground.
Damn it. Let go of me. Don't even think of drawing your gun here.
He doesn't have to draw his gun.
Watch this. Ow.
Did you just headbutt him? Mandatory upskirt shot.
Reckless. Look out.
You're not getting away, Sekigahara.
Just run. Forget about me.
Is this girl with you?
Oh, Yuki.
No.
The hell's going on here?
Perfect timing. Give me a hand.
So women and children are fair game, huh?
What?
I don't stand for that, buddy.
Arrived at destination.
Excuse me?
Over here.
Wow. I need to get me a motorbike.
Get on.
Right.
I need to get me a motorbike.
That girl. She seemed to be associated with the men in black.
I need to get me a motorbike.
Did you recognize her?
No, it was too dark.
You either need a motorbike or like a really expensive car.
I see. You might want to hold on a little tighter. You're gonna fall.
Okay.
Where do you live? I'll take you.
It's now or never. Hey, I know this is sudden, but I need to tell you, I love you.
What? That was like on the deep end of the spectrum. That is so... Oh, god damn it.
What's this all of a sudden?
Don't ask, dude.
Some kind of prank from this era?
It's not a prank! I know. You already have Shinonome-senpai. It's probably awkward to hear this from me, but even if it ends up breaking my heart...
I can understand you like the guy, but really?
I just needed to tell you.
You don't even know what love is. You're like 14.
I needed you to know how I feel.
You don't even know how you feel. You've got like no experience.
There seems to be a misunderstanding. Ryoko-san is not my girlfriend.
Huh?
I spent a lot of time alone back home. Parents weren't around, so she stepped in, looked after me like a big sister. She's family to me. In that sense, I do care for her. I want her to be happy. That's all.
You mean it?
God damn it.
Middle school was a rough time for me.
Why are you giving her all this exposition? She's just latching on emotionally to everything that you're saying. She's like, I can be your mummy now. God damn it.
Haven't heard a thing about love since I was a kid.
Oh God.
Until now, that is.
Jesus, titty fucking Christ.
So she's not his girlfriend after all.
You know,
hook, line, and sinker.
It seems the two of us are bound by fate.
Great, now he's giving her that bullshit.
What would you do if I told you I'm an assassin from the future who came here to kill you?
She probably wouldn't care.
It wouldn't matter.
See what I mean? She's completely overpowered by emotions. There is no logic.
I would still love you.
Oh, Jesus, titty fucking Christ, girl. You know what? Fuck it. You know what? Fuck it. Trying to understand teenage girls is like trying to understand trigonometry. It makes no sense.
A guy whose name you don't even know?
She's a teenage girl. What do you expect?
Well, yeah.
You feel that strongly, huh? Didn't see that coming.
She's a teenage girl. There's a reason why it's a meme. Like, you're acting like a teenage girl. Like, that's the meme. That's the reason. It's completely irrational.
My name is A. Sekigahara.
A. Sekigahara. So, I haven't heard a no.
Homewrecker. Wait, if she's dating A. Sekigahara, that means... What's his name? Kuro, whatever the fuck his name is, doesn't get Iori, which means Nagumi's got a good shot.
Let's get you home. Don't follow me again, alright? I'll be in touch.
Okay.
Wow. 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 No wonder I didn't understand teenage girls. I was trying to apply logic to an emotional thing. Oh, God damn it. Iori was harassed by some delinquents until he defused the situation. Before he took off completely, she made up her mind and admitted her feelings for him. Wow!
She said something along those lines too.
She, huh? His real name is Tsukasa Okino.
Oh!
He wears that stuff for his own reasons.
That was a guy?
Don't joke about that. You're just trying to confuse me.